Hello, everyone, and welcome to my first episode of trying to defeat Baldur's Gate 3, to beat Baldur's Gate 3 on Honor Mode as the Fellowship of the Ring. So, I'm going to start by explaining myself for each character in the class I chose. Up first, we have Aragorn. He's going to be the party head. I chose him as a paladin of devotion because to me, he just seemed to be the type of person that would really be there for everyone he swore to protect, like all of his friends, etc., stuff like that. So he will be using heavy armor, great swords, and a little bit of paladin magic. But that's what Aragorn will be for this playthrough. Up next, we have Gandalf. Now, here's the thing with Gandalf. With Dungeons and Dragons, wizards are not inherently magical. So I didn't make Gandalf a wizard. I thought about making him a sorcerer, but I decided against it. I decided the best thing for him would be a Eldritch Knight fighter. And to explain that is, if you've read the books or you watch the movie, he casts so little magic, and his main weapon he uses is an elven longsword. So he will be dual-wielding staffs and longswords, and using magic rarely.
Think about why my eye is itching.
Alright, so Legolas was a bit difficult to make cosmetically. Of course, I think it's pretty obvious. He's my wood elf. He's going to be a ranger. I'm going to go on the Gloomstalker's trail, and at some point I'm going to multi-class in a fighter. So he's going to be a ranger fighter. But he's going to dual wield scimitars if he has them, or short swords, and have a bow. Another thing I did not mention about Gandalf is he's a half-elf, not a human. And the reason I did that is because Asimers aren't a race in D&D, in Baldur's Gate 3 yet, or they're not there. And Gandalf is technically not human. He is an angel, Nephilim type being. So the closest thing I could think of doing was halving him with elf and human. Alright, lastly, Gandalf, or Gimli. Gimli was the hardest one, I think, to decide. I didn't want a bunch of fighters in the party, and with us having two already, I made him a War Domain Cleric. And it was a real toss-up between making him a Vengeance Oath Paladin and a War Domain Cleric. The reason I chose War Domain Cleric is because dwarves pride themselves on battle, and that really just hit home for me when I was thinking of Gimli and what he would fit into in the D&D universe. So that's what he is, and that's why you will see him using clerical spells. But War Domain, he's got 2 hand axes right now until I can find a great axe. When I find a great axe, he'll be using a great axe, heavy armor. I'm going to try and keep Gandalf with medium and light, robes, stuff like that. And then, yeah, that's why I chose each class and race that I chose. So, buckle in. Let's have a wild ride. You'll notice I'm in camp, and I have the Everburn blade. The only thing I did was finish the Nautiloid. Now you'll notice they all have crowns. I had a group of friends help me make each character because it was just faster than having to wait on withers and do it that way. So, the goal here is going to be make decisions based on how each character would make the decisions, fight how each character I believe would fight in this world. As someone who's read the books and watched the movies, I feel like I have a good insight on what to do. Do keep in mind that I read the books in middle school, but I watch the movies like once a year. So, without further ado, my stick does this all the time. Let's get into this. Like I said, all I did was escape the Nautiloid. Alright, let us journey forward. So, I try to help Shadowheart on the Nautiloid, but she's like, nah, I'll go my own way. I guess I had too many people in the party. So, this is, in fact, honor mode. So, things that you won't see. You won't see any scum saving. You will see legendary actions for some enemies. You may see actions for other enemies you've never seen before. hopefully I can show you guys some cool builds, and I'm not just, boring.
Fresh water. There must be a settlement
but-
somewhere nearby.
Another thing you're going to see me do is gather a lot of camp supplies. And the reason I'm going to do that is because it cost 80 instead of the normal 40 to rest. And long rest will be, they're really a do or die in honor mode. Alright, I've played the game, at least Act 1, enough that I feel like we should be able to make it through Act 1. Act 2 I think is going to be difficult. But if we can make it to Act 3, I think there's enough side quests in Act 3 that we can max level really quickly. And we'll be fine. So if we can trudge our way and get through Act 2, then we'll be golden. I'm not going to necessarily do everything in the game. My main goal is to just beat the game. So I will do things that require experience. I'll make some decisions that may end up costing me because I'm going to make them based on how each party member would make them. So there is that. To give y'all an example of the hag, once I get to the hag, I won't. Cool. Cool. You're gonna see me approach battle tactically. Again, it's honor mode, so I'm trying to make it as far in the game as possible with these party members.
What to do?
Cool.
I can be subtle sometimes. I'm gonna stay back.
All right.
Strike could be lethal.
Everybody is now in the party. All right. So.
The gods take you first.
Yeah. Oh, what I was saying. Yeah. So, with the hag, I won't be. I won't be sparing the hag. She's going to, in fact, die. I just crit missed. It's a beautiful thing when that happens, isn't it? All right.
No choice but to keep going.
If this hits, it should kill him. If it hits. Ah, perfect. No, that's what I want to do. Alright, that gives me a level up. Nice. Okay. Wonderful. Yeah, so I'm going to approach combat tactfully, and I'm going to do my best to stay in character for each character. There may be some slip-ups. Feel free to mention in the comments. I'm welcome to criticism. But the main thing I want everybody to do is sit back and enjoy this content and see a bit of a challenge. Because honor mode could be a lot easier if I just played and chose the most OP classes. But let me level these guys up, and we'll get back to it. All right. So I won't really be exploring the origin characters' stories very much. I mean, if it happens, it happens. But oh dang. That wasted a spell slot to add that. Bless. Do I not have guidance?
A long road ahead.
I have guidance. Why didn't they give me... Oh, well.
What to do?
Oh, well. I won't be exploring their side quests.
Grooves in the mud around that rock.
Because we have the party full, so there's really no reason for it. I will do my best to remember not to skip through cutscenes. I've played through the game so much already. I had just a habit to start. I know what's gonna happen, so I go through it real fast. But I'll do my best to remember to not do that. But I think that's everything. I think that's everything I have to talk about right now. I'll try to do my best to edit out the boring stuff.
There.
A
and
mind flare.
have this as entertaining as
It's
possible.
hurt.
So sit back and enjoy the
Even
ride.
injured, it's dangerous. Be careful.
Monster. Death is too good for it.
Here you go.
What's going on with that room? Looks unstable somewhere.
Now,
Approach the sigil on
this is the. And if you're gonna be a kitchen hand, by all means, please. Anyway, so the reason I opted for Paladin over Fighter for Aragorn, because technically he's a ranger, you know, in the books and everything, was I was trying to look at their character as a whole, not just as like they're introduced. So Aragorn has a lot of traits that are typical of paladins. So Tolkien's universe and Wizards of the Coast, Dungeons and Dragons don't correlate perfectly together. They're two very different worlds. So I did my best to marry the two of them.
We should check it out, but be careful.
So I know I'm gonna get a little flat for the classes I chose, but I chose each class for a mixture of utility and accuracy. So I mean, on one hand, I'm sorry I couldn't make them perfect. If I were playing on a lower difficulty, yeah, I probably could have. But with it being honor mode, I didn't want to just go in and get completely wiped in Act 1. I want to at least get through Act 1. I've done it once. I can do it again. So I wanted to give everybody a fair fighting chance. Cool. Yeah, you got it. She's got a bit of an attitude. Alright. So let's get a taste of real combat, should we? I mean, this is kind of your first real taste of combat right here. Is the entrance to the camp. I will fair warn you, this playthrough will not be spoiler free. I have a feeling if you're watching honor mode content for entertainment purposes, you at least got some knowledge of the game. So don't expect things to be completely spoiler free. That is the most powerful you will ever see Will in the entire game. That one shot he does on the goblin. Impressive. Oh wow, that was a lot of damage. Okay.
By sickle and sword, strike them down!
Where are you going? Ooh. What do we got here?
What path lies before me?
So we get some arrows going. See who's low. Oh, they're low. That'll work. Free experience.
Survival is all that matters.
So, we got a 65% chance to smash. Oh, big numbers. I like big numbers. Next thing I want to do is probably shouldn't come back up, but you know, we'll put there.
Scouts! Get to the high ground! Raiders! Charge the bastards! For the absolute!
Next up, we have a Gimli,
Time to press ahead.
a dwarf, so he's really good at small distances, short distances here. Much. We're gonna send those to old Gimbal here.
Maybe I should.
Oh! That was a gnarly hit. And because he's a war cleric, he can do it again. Of course. Oof. Well, the ones... okay. I hate that it didn't tell me that one I was throwing at first was... equipped. I would have liked to know that.
Have to keep going.
Let's see. The best I can do from here currently is hit... oh, fireball. Alright. Nice. So I learned the hard way. Will can die here. This guy right here with the giant club, or Aridin, I don't think he can die. I don't think he can die here. I hate that he uses that spell consistently because it's not as good as. Alright, good number, good number. 5, not bad.
Well, so much for peace.
I think we dash here. Yeah, I think we dash here. Get as close to combat as we actually
Swift
can.
as my feet can carry me.
And then maybe we use healing radiance. Try and help everyone around me in the circle.
I'll bleed every last one of you!
Good old
Waste
Gimli
a
here.
step.
Let's see, I think we're gonna throw a... I don't think we're gonna hit him with a Afflict. Nope, okay. We'll hit him with a Sacred. 50, 50, 55... 50. 55. Yeah, 2 damage, not bad.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Every bit of damage I can get. Miss. Beautiful miss. Nice hit. Back to the top. That's a miss. Bugbear down. Devil are putting in some work. Looks like he punches him. It's hilarious. Oh, Legolas with the snipe from the top ropes. 4 damage. Not great, but not terrible.
Easy.
Not terrible. Here. Yeah, we'll take this guy on. Nope. Wow, double missed. And they follow up with a crit and a double attack. That's insanity. Okay, 50% hit chance, and he hits. He's angry, so he's gonna do it again. Hits again.
No choice but to keep going. Another step
If I stand
forward.
here, can I reach him? Ah, I missed him. But I can do this. Ha ha! There we go. And now putting in work. Kevlar. Oh, nice. All that's left is the warg. actually uses Eldritch Blast. I love it. Legolas with the snipe. And a miss. That is so uncharacteristic. But you know what? I can't